All right, we got bots, we've got everything. Let's go. I had to go back and check because it just didn't seem possible. This much progress was actually made with 3 live streams, 3 hours each. Basically 9 hours of work so far into this project. And we're this far along. It's amazing. I can't wait to get into the progress of the next 3 hours. Mind you, we're going to add the button to this thing tonight. So if you're wondering how that works, well, stay tuned. And yeah, let's roll that intro. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and we are back with this crazy bag that I'm making. Hang on, some odd reason. That's weird. I'm not getting the right intro for the whatchamacallit over there. Never mind. Things don't always work right. We have a secret word game again, and this time you get to win this small bag, which is kind of awesome. I think people would want this. All you gotta do is chat, and if you happen to say the secret word, you get to win that bad boy. And I am joined this evening by my lovely wife, Mandy. And let's see. Oh, we have a second game going on. It is called Chat to Win, the game that is easy as high. Essentially, this one is the bot in the background picks a number every time somebody chats. If it chooses number 1, that person becomes the winner. It's that easy. It's not even like you need skills for this one or to know anything about the channel. You just have to talk to it. So, yeah. All right. Okay, so if you're on the vertical stream, which is like the YouTube shorts, you won't be able to see the pattern, but everybody else on the regular chat can. And I am over in this area over here. So I'm going to zoom in a bit. So I got this red square here. And this is where my little button thing is going to go in. So I'm going to put in the first knot in the middle because I kind of like how these little strings are going to go into this. I think it's going to work out better this way. So this is what we have for a button. It looks like a little tree. Really cute. And what I need to do is I need to kind of use this little clip here. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half of my knot, and then I'm going to put this strand in there and then do the other part of my knot. Right, I kind of pull that in nice and tight, and that puts it in there. So the string that I'm using for this is really thin but super strong. It's called catgut, also known as sinew. So we're putting sinew inside of these cotton knots. So you could say that this lash is being insinuated. There we go. I was going to be really disappointed if I didn't get a good eye roll on that one. I worked on that all day long. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so this red stops at this blue and bounces back, so I can't put the knot inside of that. You're gonna have to go into the just below there. All right. And now I got the red string from the other side, and we're going to anchor in the other side of this whole thing. I'm going to bring the ends of this together and knot them up, so it's all going to be hidden inside of these red strands. So I was supposed to see the doctor this week, and I was going to then show her the progress that was made and let her see what the colors were and all that kind of good stuff. Well, that kind of all fell through because she called in sick the day that that I was supposed to go see her. So she gets to see a little bit more progress on the bag, which is cool. The funny thing is they called in my meds to the local hospital, which is seriously just a quick walking distance from the house here. And I went over there to pick up my meds, and the lady behind the counter, she sees me. She's like, "You didn't see the doctor, since whatever the last time I visited was, like a month or so ago." I'm like, "Yes, that's correct." And she's kind of backing away from me, and I'm like, "Wait," kind of wondering why. But then she's like, "So," I'm like, "Yeah, she called in sick today." And she's the one who was sick. Okay. Then it was all over. Like, he honestly thought that I was not well and came in to visit to get my prescriptions, and I wasn't wearing a mask or anything. And like, oh, dread. No. All I've got is ADHD, so I don't think you can catch that. She kind of chuckled and gave me my number. All right. I'm terribly sorry. I'm completely not keeping up with the chat or anything else. This is kind of an intensive pattern, and I'm really trying to get this button thing on here. All right, so there we go. Now there's just a little light blue in the center of it. I kind of want to go back to, I haven't figured out how to do it. I want to have a way of where the bot tells me the name, or like the names of the people chatting and what they said. I kind of want that to come back. I did listen to you guys, and you guys apparently don't like it. But I'd like to find a way of making that a possibility, so that way I can stay with my eyes focused on my work and hear what's kind of going on and being able to answer questions and things. For now,
to the chat overlay.
Oh, that is a good question. Where is the chat overlay? Hang on. I'm going to lose sound for a second, but I'll be right back. Okay.
There we go.
It's a weird thing. I have to change a 0 to a 1 in the thing. So yeah, that is weird. So there seems to be lots of chatting going on. I have no idea. Did I miss anything good?
Nope. It's just me and my new Bing City.
Okay. While I'm busy insinuating?
That's right.
Yeah. I wonder if the person who invented the word sinew knew what he was getting himself into there. Like, someday somebody will be able to use this. If so, the guy's my hero. So basically, I'm taking the string out of my way for the first half of the knot, and then putting it right through the middle for the second part. And what that's doing is it's just putting this right into the tapestry, so that there can be no way that this could ever get pulled out or anything. All right, now to go the other way. So I decided I would go with the red strand in case any of it was visible. And there is just a teeny bit in that corner right there. And I'm using this kind of string because I feel that the button itself is something that gets used pretty frequently. So I wanted it to be something that was rough and rugged like this stuff is. This stuff, kind of like dental floss, is a kind of material that is so strong that you can pull it for all you want and you're not gonna snap it off or break it. So yeah, pretty intense kind of thing here. So I just tied it in a knot, and then my red knot's going sort of over top of it. And I think since I pulled it, it kind of pulled everything in. I'm going to fix that just a little bit. And snip those off so they're out of my way. Done. So I was telling Mandy earlier, I really have no idea like what to target for a goal for tonight. I honestly have no clue as to exactly how far to try to get on either side, or do I concentrate on one side versus the other? I have no game plan, nothing pre-planned or motivated here at all. So, yeah. So is the chat thing getting chat from both sides, the vertical and horizontal, or just one?
Yes. Both.
Okay, good. So eagle eye viewers might notice the fact that in some of the videos that are coming out, my my copy of GIMP keeps changing, not just the background colors, but like how different things work. And it's got everything to do with our live streams, because I have to pop out this little thing where like you pick which tool you're using. And since I've been popping that out, when I go to put it back, for some odd reason, I can't get it to always go back the right way. And as a direct result, I keep ending up with everything looking different. And then I try to go make things, go to default or whatever. And that just changes it even more. Great. This is what I want. All right. Over the dark. Over the light. Over the dark. This one light. And then the dark is going to come in. So I can just leave the rest for now. Okay. this dark one. The dark over the light into this dark. So yeah, lots of concentration on this. This pattern is insane. Or perhaps it's me, and that, you know, because I'm the one that made the pattern. That could be it too. Okay, wait. I should cross off areas as I do them. This one and this one. Now I'm going to do the dark up here. The sound is going in and out? Like my voice sound? It's possible that I'm not talking enough. Yeah. Hey, moving up in the ranks. Got the orange smiley face already. That's good. All right. So now this yellow goes to white. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know why the sound would be cutting out. I'm not doing anything weird. So yeah, this, you can see our little button is in now. Looks cute. Cute as a button, I suppose. But not as cute as Mandy. So this is a rather long yellow brand over here. Yeah, so in case anybody's wondering, the people who are chatting who have the little smiley faces are YouTube members. And the longer you're a member, the more your little icon-y thing, the little smiley face changes. So eventually you go through all the colors and end up with a rainbow smiley face. Mind you, I was just telling Mandy the other day of some of the lore of why there's a smiley face. So back in 99 or 2000, back when I was first playing around with HTML, I discovered that web pages had room for those little icons up at the top. And basically, it's a 32 by 32 pixel. And the only thing that I could draw inside of a 32 by 32 inch pixel, or 32 by 32 pixel, was a smiley face. And I was like, well, it's a happy little website. That's kind of fun. And that's why, even now, AKAAWOL's webpage has a smiley face for an icon. It's still the same one. I've had it all this time. Like, it's not like I didn't revamp it or anything. That's the one. mind you, the web page itself has undergone all kinds of changes. When it first started out, it probably looked a lot like the what was GeoCities? Guys, anybody remember GeoCities? So yeah, because a lot of the code that I was using was kind of gathered from over there, and it was just links to all kinds of fun, silly things that we were discovering at work. And then that kind of changed. We had some fun with trying to do some work for web things, and then it went into doing stuff for my son back in Michigan. And then at one point, I just decided that I was going to teach the world how to make bracelets. And yeah, it is what it is now. It's been going a while. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I just recently got a few notifications. One was that there's been 450,000 views of my videos on YouTube, which I thought was pretty cool. And then what did it say was 9,000 uploads or something? No. What was it? I don't have to look at Facebook. I posted over there. Hang on. There was like some huge number. Oh yeah, 900 uploads. So yeah, we're coming up to the 500th video. That's later this month, but that 900 is including live streams and all the other stuff. So yeah, there's been a lot over the years, and yeah, it kind of feels good to have come as far as I have. A lot of things have changed. Obviously, I now have a better computer, which I'm finding new ways of pushing it to the limit. We've got better Mandy cams. We have multiple streaming. We're streaming to both the vertical as well as horizontal at the same time, which is kind of fun. Getting a lot more discoverability. We had 17 new subscribers last week. That was absolutely amazing. The highest I've ever had was 20 in one day. And that was quite some time ago. I wouldn't mind seeing another 20 here tonight. If you're tuning in and just, first time, subscribe, check it out. I make cool stuff. This thing here that I'm working on now, it's going to be amazing. The pattern itself, it looked kind of random, but it's really not. It just takes in needing to see like the bigger picture when you start to see how all these little pieces all kind of fit together. Pretty neat stuff. You don't want to miss it. Yeah, we've already had 143 views over in the vertical. I think there's 5 people over there still, which is kind of cool. Wait, we got a new sub. Check it out.
Sam Barrett subscribed to the channel.
Sam Barrett. Well, hey, welcome, Sam. My little printer over here is going to kick in a moment. I think I'm going to have to do something with my clips. This green board that I have holding things in place keeps sliding a lot. I have like this really big bull clip here, but it's not strong enough. Hang on. Switch some clips around. I mean, big, huge bull clip, but not strong enough. All right, hang on while I mark off what I've accomplished. From here through here to here, down here. All right. there it is. Hang on. Let me grab my 2 more knots. I don't know if you guys see it, but it's like a little fish right there. There we go. Sam Barrett. Barrett? Barrett, I'm going to guess. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. You guys have no idea how much it means to me. Like, honestly, I get excited. New subs means more people watching and stuff. That's so cool. So Sam has been learning macrame bracelets through the YouTube videos for years and just gotten back to it. Awesome. You know, to me, it's amazing to think about learning how to do this via YouTube. Because there was nothing like that when I started. Like, everything was like learning as I went along. And yeah, I think I'm going to do the fish on the other side just to kind of balance this out. And then we'll see where I go from there. But it's not stickers. They're just little prints. But yes, we can maybe get a minute print. Did I mention the fact that somebody had asked in the questions about the printer what to do or how to purchase more toner of a thermo printer? It's in these moments where I definitely question, are we going to make it as a species? I just don't understand. It's thermo. It says it in the name. Like, please? Oh, look at what we got here. It's a minute craft. Yay! It still says, here's to our new member. Minute craft's been a member for a while now, guys. Did I mention members get to actually, like, probably the coolest stuff? Members get to see videos sooner. They get to make votes on things that I make. Like the other day, I was working a pattern and there were 2 different possibilities. So I put it up to my members to decide which one I would make. But yeah. Wait, I'm missing something. What is the Shenzhen? I don't know what a Shenzhen. Wait.
That's that just went away.
Oh. Were we having a bit of a troll issue?
Yes.
Gotcha. Oh, wait, did I put the link? Is there a link in the description for the other thing? We have something new for the channel. And I don't know if it's in the description. It should be. Okay, give me a second and I will take a look. Hang on. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I don't think I can find out from there, so let me try content live. Okay, there it is in there. So it says link to funny overlays and AI AWOL. This, I'm not even kidding. You can ask an AI version of me and it sounds like me. Like, it really creepy how much it sounds like me. You can ask it questions and it will say it out loud. I think it's like 25 cents a piece. I forgot to ask Mandy to go and get like I don't know, a bunch of tokens, like $5 worth of the tokens, just so we can test the thing out because it looks hilarious. There's all kinds of things you can do, from jump scares to you can make Biden answer a question, or what's the guy that went around in the world with all the animals and stuff? Yeah, well, there's a ton. There's like 900 different possible things that you can throw into the stream. And like I said, it's like 20 or 25 cents a piece. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because it's so in order for me to have done it, I had to read this thing. Oh my God. It was all full of like big words that I had no idea, and trying to be articulate and trying to what, and as a result, like I took it a little bit at a time, went through it. Yeah, it was pretty intense, but now I have a bot that sounds like me. And yeah, it's a deep fake AWOL. It's kind of neat though. I gotta admit, I was playing around a little with it. David Edinburgh, yes, that's the name I couldn't think of. Yeah, there's a David Edinburgh voice in there. There's so much things that it can do. I really don't quite know how it all works, but I put it in, did all the steps. So I really, honey, can you go get $5 worth of tokens so we can play with this thing?
How?
The link is in the description.
And then
It'll say that you need to pay some monies. Actually, if you can describe what's going on when you go there, I'm sure other people would be interested in seeing what this is all about, because yeah, it's kind of neat. Yes, that is it. Tangia. So like I said, Tangia does some really wow kind of stuff. They're really fun. I'm pretty happy to give them a try. It looks like it's pretty cool stuff, and it adds more interesting, fun things to the stream. really don't know which direction to take any of this in. For me, it kind of works best when I kind of works nice even rows and try to mimic both sides, and that way if there's something kind of I notice is wrong, I'm likely to spot it before it gets too far out of hand. Oh, and if we use the Tangia enough, I can actually unlock additional voices. So some of you may know that in order to keep my wife entertained over the 3 years of dating via the computer, I used to do a lot of funny voices. And the plan is eventually those will actually get added to the AI thing as well. So that could be entertaining as well. It could be something very, very silly. I don't know. Look at that. We got the other little fish thing is almost done. Kind of going off the screen for the other thing.
Candy Mandy sent hello help
What's that?
AKAAWOL. Are you getting your strings in a bunch?
Okay, so something I just discovered. I can't hear it, but I saw what was typed out. Did that sound like me? He actually did a hello help. I want to know what I got to find a way of making it so I can hear what goes through the computer. That's not fair. I got cheetah pated.
You can rewatch your video too,
That's true. Oh, shoot. I meant to count that. I don't remember. I think there's 144, but it might be a little bit more than that. I was supposed to do that this week. I really apologize. I was supposed to look up how many strings there were, and I forgot all about it. Maybe we can use the printer to send me a little note, find out how many strings so I can have that for you next week. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't watch my, this is, okay, so a lot of my smaller bags, like the bag that's available for the one that you can win, that one is like 96. This is a bit bigger, but this is not crazy for this channel, to be honest. In fact, this kind of feels a little bit on the here. The length of that part I don't know yet. I don't know how long it's going to be.
No, the length of the cord.
Oh, 1/3 of a skein. I cut most of the time when I'm making stuff. I cut all of the strands to 1/3 of the skein. So that's what, 2.3 meters each, 2.4 meters, something like that.
2.7.
2.7, is it really? I thought it was
Yeah.
Oh.
It's 8 meters. 2 and 2 meters.
Okay. 2.7. So yes. So all of them are about that long, give or take. I do it nice and long like that because I don't want to have to change very frequently. I find that this length is about as long as I can go without tearing up my shoulder trying to tie the knot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Just keep double checking the number in the row to make sure that I'm not accidentally making a mess of things here. Two meters would be cutting it into quarters. And cutting it in quarters was what I used to do back when I did a lot of bracelets that were all even. You know, like say dovetails and things like that. Anything where, you know that it's not going to get too long, nothing too crazy. Yeah, 2 meters is great. But when I started getting into bags and bigger projects, running out of string just means I have to replace it at some point, which gets obviously kind of frustrating. So my alternative to that was to cut it into thirds, which I did a tutorial on how to cut in thirds in case you ever get curious and want to give that a shot. Aww. But okay, you're focusing on the wrong side of this. If you want to get through big projects, don't concentrate on what you've got left to do. Concentrate on what you have achieved, and it'll go a whole lot smoother. Because if you concentrate on what's left, most of the time it's really going to be a bump. What cord name? As in the brand of my string? I get it from the factory shop, which is on AliExpress, because DMC floss is rather expensive where I live. If DMC wants to sponsor me and help provide me with floss, I will gladly change over to their stuff. They have wonderful string, and I have absolutely nothing against them. It's just I can't afford them. Yeah, so it's the string that I get from AliExpress comes from the factory store. I don't think it has names actually on the floss itself. It's floss. And I'm pretty sure that they have several different suppliers for all of the floss that they have. There's 447 possible colors. And yeah. But yeah, it's totally a knockoff. It's thicker than DMC floss. And we know that because my first bag had I don't remember how many strings it was. Whatever, it had let's call that number X. So it had X number of strings. And Mandy said that she would like a bag just like that, please. And I went, great. So we ordered up enough string to be able to produce her a bag. I did it the same exact number of strings. But what I failed to realize is that there was a difference in the thickness of those two strings. And when I did X number for the second bag, it was considerably larger. And of course, Mandy didn't like that because it was now too big for her to carry around frequently. And so that bag kind of sits in a closet most of the time, which is sort of sad. No, it really is called the factory shop. Like if you go into AliExpress and you look that up, you will find them. And you'll know that it's not forgetting it. That's their thing. I always thought it was kind of weird too. I have no idea what like the lore is to that. I would love to know that. And that's funny that you would think that I totally like saying it wrong or something. Yeah, that would not be exactly off brand. But no, that's really what they call themselves.
I bet it was a case of they asked somebody, what do you call my factory in English, speaking in
Right.
Chinese, and then somebody told them, oh, it's a factory shop, and they thought it was literally factory shop.
Something, yeah, right. That would make sense. Just like I have a notion about a particular fashion-y clothing store for women. I feel that they had a little sit-down meeting and they were like, yeah, we need to come up with a name for a store for women's clothing. It needs to be a strong name. It needs to like start with a vowel. I don't know, like an I or A. And the guy sitting behind this says, wait, say that again. Say what? I or A? Yes, that's it. That's what we're going to call the shop. Because there's an IRA shop.
Debbie says that my voice is echoey.
That's possibly because my microphone is picking up. Well, no. There should be enough of a delay that should, I don't know. Hang on, give me a second. I see if I can fix that. Okay, say something now.
Hello.
So is there still an echo for Mandy? I think it might have just been my volume was up too high.
Better. I still hear it.
Like you're Hey, Rainbow made it. Hello, rainbows. So maybe you guys can help me here. Which do you think I should like concentrate on one side, or should I like kind of finish up this area, flip it over, and work on the other side so that way when I do like the cool video for the intro, that it looks better?
Is it just me, or is
Oh,
the
wait,
emotional
there's
bandwidth
a bunch
in this
of-
room suddenly very strong?
Oh no,
Must
that's
be
okay.
a powerful human connection signal.
The chat from Vertical looked different from the chat from the thing, but that's because there's a lot less of it.
Our viewer from Vertical is from Costa Rica.
Really?
Like,
Wait.
how exotic is that?
That does sound really exotic. Costa Rica. I'm trying to think like where that is. I feel like I should know this. Like geography is not my strength. I met my wife
Yes.
not knowing what country she actually came from. Like this is American education. Costa Rica. That's where's that at?
Central America.
But like, is it like towards like down by like where Puerto Rico and all those things are?
Yeah, pretty much, I guess.
Okay.
Further down.
It's like I know where like Cuba is. I know where Puerto Rico. I know where Haiti is. It's like ones that came up in the news a lot. I end up looking up to
South of
see where they are.
Nicaragua.
When I think of Nicaragua, I probably getting that in the wrong area. That sounds more
Okay, so Cuba and Puerto Rico are like islands.
right.
Costa Rica is on the, I guess it's the peninsula, like heading down from Mexico to South America, in between there.
Oh, okay. Neat. I think that kind of area then where you're describing, like how far from like oh, what's the one that the bracelets? My friend used to go down there. Oh,
Colombia?
Guatemala. How far from Guatemala?
Further south of Guatemala.
Because Guatemala, a friend of mine, back when I lived in Michigan, used to go down to Guatemala because everything was so cheap compared to the American dollar. He could get like a week's worth of groceries for like about $1, and he could buy a whole bunch of bracelets that were made down there. Like the most exquisite big kind of bracelets would cost him like 25 cents. And so he would just get, a few $100s worth of stuff. And then he would bring it up to Michigan and go follow around the band, the Grateful Dead, and sell these bracelets to pay for his meals and pay for lodging and stuff like that. Made a lot of money that way. Why is the Mandy voice not as good? I don't get it. Don't know where the number of kilometers applies to. Is that from one to the other? Or is that from Detroit? I don't no idea. Oh, okay, gotcha. So wait, Costa Rica is north of Guatemala?
South.
Oh, okay. I bet you it's like one of those kind of tourist destinations for the Americans to go down and get away from things and enjoy the beaches and stuff. That's really cool. It's nice to know that like I can make things and teach how to make things, and people from like all around the world can see this stuff. Like I just found out that like one of the biggest countries other than America to be watching my videos is Spain. I would never have guessed that in a million years, particularly because I don't speak Spanish. But yeah, kind of cool stuff. It's going to take a little while for the button to settle in and lay flat. Tied it really good and tight.
Can't wait to see how it buttons.
I hope she really likes this.
Well, it'll be done by the time you visit again.
No.
No?
No. My next visit is mid-July.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, okay. So there was only 9 hours before tonight's stream, so like 10 hours so far to get here, which is kind of amazing if you ask me. Like honestly, that just I didn't quite anticipate being this far along already. But because it has to fit a phone, I feel like it's just going to take a pretty long time to get there. I'm going to go ahead and put in this other red diamond. It's going to kind of make this side longer, but this way I kind of...
You'll have 4 more streams.
Right. Yeah, I just don't picture it being done quite that quick. I mean, it'd be amazing if I prove myself wrong and actually get it done in that amount of time. But like, if you consider this is going to be 4 streams to get us this far, I don't see 4 streams getting it to the length of a phone. Because, yeah, we're maybe a third of my phones. Yeah. We should do a poll. Am I just being pessimistic, or is this doable, guys? I know for sure if I was allowed to work on this during the week, we could have it done in 4 weeks. No question. No question.
You'll probably be done in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I'll name
And
that tune in one note.
Generous.
Do you remember that game? Did you guys even have that in Singapore? Back when I was growing up, there was a game called Name That Tune.
Mm-hmm.
And the people would hear the clue for the song and they would have to be like, okay, I can name that song in 6 notes. And the other person would be like, oh, no, I can do it in 3. And if the question was done well enough, you could maybe do it on 1 note, which would be like the smallest they'd let you go. And like if you're really confident, yeah, you would go for that. Yeah, it was a great show. It was hilariously fun. I'll name that name that song in one note, and then they would just play like a note off of piano, and the people would have to guess that song. But yeah, it was just a battle, like, you know, trying to outdo the other guy so you could get the go ahead. Mind you, if you guessed it wrong, then the other person got like a better clue. So you kind of had to know when to gamble it and stuff. I wonder why they don't have some of those old game shows like that now.
Speaking of old game shows, biggest news of the day was probably Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Pat Sajak been doing that for so long, it's hard to even imagine anybody else taking over that for him. How many episodes were there?
8,000.
8,000 episodes. I'm like all excited about having my 500th video coming up. Dude made like 8,000. And like Vanna White, she's just been doing this forever. They've got to
Apparently
be
staying on for 2 more seasons.
good for her. I wonder
Could
who
have
they'll
them
get.
both leaving at the same time.
Right. Who would they get to replace her though? I just, because they were icons. Everybody has at some point gotten sick, stayed home, watched Wheel of Fortune, watched The Price is Right.
Probably both in a row.
Probably. And then followed it up with those trashy talk shows where everybody's, getting blood tests and man. All right. Now I can cross off. I did everything in this red box. And yeah, it's kind of hard to tell like how much is done when I like zoom out. It's not because I'm using like thin lines to cross things out, but I can see it. So I'm going to flip this thing around and get working at the other side. So that way it just looks fun when we spin it for like the intros and the Instagram shot. So hang on while we crank this thing around. Oh, wait. Let's first see. Little clip. Let's make sure it buttons up. It'll button like that. It's going to take a little while for that to kind of break in and want to stay in place. But yeah, it buttons. It works. Yay! All right. Now, flip it around to this side. Put the green board into it. Pinch the cords in place. I want to bring this down just a little bit. I have to put a clip over here because otherwise the whole thing can slide down. All right, now to figure out where I'm at. I'm over this neighborhood, I guess. All right. Now the tricky part here is going to the right. There's no clear where it ends. So I kind of have to go based on things like this. So check this out. I can see that it goes over a dark. Then it goes over a light one, which is this. Goes over another dark. Goes over a yellow. And over a dark. And it turns at that second yellow, which is this one. Wow. Minutecraft has some kind of amazing misconceptions of how quick I am. There is no freaking way, man. Hey, just Spring Things made it. Hello. That was really weird. The heck was that? Did you see that? Wait, was something supposed to happen? Did somebody do a thing? Because my mouse just did a thing as if the shift key was pressed. That really freaked me out. The last thing I need is lines being drawn on the sheet that's keeping track of where I'm at. Oh, speaking of, wait. Da, da, da. Yeah, periodically just remind me to hit Control S. I don't know why. I never seem to think of it. And
On what?
the GIMP thing that I'm filling in with my progress,
Gotcha.
that would be really bad that if I didn't hit save periodically, because, you know. Oh, man. Oh my goodness. That's like the kind of stuff my family would do to me. Like tell me to remind moments right after I say it.
You do it to me all the time.
I know, well, because you're like family. So wait, 4 more streams is 3, 6, 12 hours of work. You're thinking 12 plus, what is this? Is the 4th stream? So 24, you're thinking that a phone bag could be made with 24 hours of labor. That seems fast. How fast were the smaller bag? The 96 one.
I don't know, 5 streams?
I want to know how many strings are in this.
You and everybody else.
I know. I feel really bad for not knowing it. I gotta admit. I feel bad for not knowing how many strings. I should know this. Wait. You can pull up my website. You can actually look at the pattern.
You have your pattern right there.
I can't count it while doing this at the same time. Really?
There you go.
You guys. Okay.
Sure.
Other than, okay. So the flap is greater than the 1/3 area that I've got coming down. I just think, because it's only 1/3 of a phone so far. So I think it's going to take like 36 hours as opposed to 24.
Yeah, but I think the first third is more difficult than the rest of it.
Yeah, but I'm going to hit the spot where I have to add string. I'm going to run out of some of these things, and that slows things down a lot. If I didn't have to add string, yeah, I would say we would be able to really whoop it up. But at some point, because of the length of it, and I don't even know how many strings are going to be affected, I'm letting everything kind of go willy-nilly. Oh yeah, not kidding. Have you seen how much like has been done just even like in tonight alone? Like we put a button on and then made enough where the button can lay flat and it's over the thing. So yeah, I'll stand by that. But there's going to be a spot in mine where I definitely have to add string. Hey, good morning, Robert. I need to roll this just a little bit. So I can do a little bit down here. Over the dark. Way to the top. You know, it'd be hilarious is to find out that the recipient of the bag is watching our streams and being quiet and just taking it all in and trying to assess whether or not the medication's working. Get in there and be like, yeah, I think I'm kind of normal. No, I saw you on last week's stream. You are far from normal. You need help.
Like, hello, help.
Yeah. Oh wait, was Rainbow here when you did the AI Kevin bot? Oh, do a Kevin thinking to himself. There's a. Did you see that one in there? That one looks hilarious. You guys gotta check this out. This is so funny.
Thinking?
Yeah, it plays a little harp. It should be one of the top things.
Candy Mandy sent, hello, help. Is there anyone out there I might need help?
No way. What? The channel's gone to the dogs, honey. Wait, did the thing go off yet? Did you do it?
Yeah.
I missed it. Did it do it?
Yeah.
Wait, was it funny? I gotta find how to make it so I can hear it too. I don't know where to change the audio settings for that. Okay, let me see if I can. Oh. Oh. Wait, say something.
Say something? What thing?
Okay, so that's weird. Teleport has an audio thing here, but it's not carrying your audio signal. The only, because if there had been bars on that, I would have been able to tell you that, yeah, that's where the echo comes from. Wait, say something longer to see whether or not they hear an echo still.
Anybody hear echoes?
Because that, honestly,
I hear echoes.
really? Why is there echoes? All right, let me try that one. Yeah, it says it's supposed to be monitoring output. Why is that? Wait, what's my output? I have no idea. I'm gonna have to go back and actually watch my stream just to hear the funny moment. Yeah, I don't understand how that's even possible. Oh, wait. No, it's teleport that's making it go over here. That doesn't have a sound. I wonder, is it possible that both of your mics are picking up? Because you have two microphones, one built into the Lappy and one not? It shouldn't be two, right?
I don't think it will be able to. Hang on, let me check. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Microphone. Seems correct.
Okay. Because for me, hearing your voice, it sounds fine. It's perfectly awesome. If I could figure out a way to make it so that way I can play my songs on the computer, and make it so that way nobody can hear that, but I get to hear all the other parts of the chat and everything else, then that would probably be the ideal setting. But I have to find out how to mix audios and stuff. Wait, the echo stopped when you were checking.
That's really weird.
Is it back now that you're stopped checking?
So maybe the issue is Discord.
Yeah. Yeah, which mic is Discord using?
I can't tell. It shows microphone array.
If you click the little arrow on the up thing on Discord.
Yes, and they both say the same thing.
There should be like a little blue dot next to whichever one's in you.
Yes, one says microphone array, one says microphone, both by real-time audio.
Yeah, make it be the same thing. Whichever the one is.
What do you mean the same thing? They do say the same thing.
Oh. Is that fast forward?
Hello, hello.
Well, that was very quiet. It was like no about half of the bars for like the same thing. We are back to stadium announcer.
I'm a stadium announcer.
Apparently.
No, when I switch to the other one, you can't hear me at all.
Wait, I can try. Let me do this. What do you guys think of this voice?
What if I did this voice instead? Mandy with pom pom sounds amazing.
I'll put it back. Actually, I kind of want the pom pom. Not gonna lie. Just
What happened to the gold ones you had?
I have no idea. I can picture you now. Rah rah ree, kick him in the knee. Rah rah ras, kick him in the other knee. That's interesting about the hush puppy thing. That's totally cool. The hush puppy shoe brand, I always figured was about the fact that people refer to, you know, their dogs, you know, with when referring to their feet, and that was some kind of a thing for getting the feet to be less owie, you know, as in hush puppies. Guys, I want donut. Once upon a time, long, long ago, I used to make donuts and made punchkis. Oh man, there used to be a place down in Florida we would go that had some of the best hush puppies. The Kapok Tree Inn, which was this amazing restaurant that had like beautiful gardens and fountains and all kinds of stuff. And I discovered a couple years back that it closed down and got renovated and became like a shopping mall type thing with like stores and stuff in it. Like some of the coolness stayed, but for the most part, it's nothing like what it was. I remember going there with the family, my sisters, getting these big. They had like collector glasses that every year it was different, and I don't know what kind of beverage. Well, I know it's alcohol involved, but whatever it was, would have my sisters about ready to slide out of their chair and go under the table. And for my parents being like pretty rigid, straight folk, they somehow like didn't seem to care that my sisters would just be getting loud off these drinks. I don't know what it was. If you actually look up K-pop Korean, you'll see there's like a whole bunch of lore to the whole thing. It was an amazing place, like through the 70s. Apparently a K-pop tree is what some part of its bark or something is used for life jackets. And I don't know where they typically come from, but there was like only one of them in America, and it was at this restaurant thing. And yeah, this place was just legendary. Actually, I want to sterilize tomato juice. Our stream is going to the puppies. So that goes to there. And I've just got strings going off in all directions. Drop the first word off of that. That's my input for the name. So I went with that name because it's the. You guys ever watched the Pink Panther? The guy was like French or whatever, and he was like trying to track down the thief, and he was just really funny. And I don't know. It'd be awesome. Oh, who's going? Debbie's leaving? Yeah, there you go.
No, Debbie thought that Minute was going.
Oh, I get confused. So what's going on, vertical peoples? You guys can chat. Wait, greetings from Kumia Brader in the U.S. Oh, thank you. I missed that when that came through. The chat goes by. Oh, there is somebody that is a Kumo person
Where?
in the vertical. I don't know when that happened. If they're still there, hello. Sorry I missed your thing.
I don't see it.
It was from
Oh, somehow
Corinne
the
Free?
chat didn't update. So weird.
Oh, a couple minutes ago.
Corinne.
Sorry. Yes, you're still there. Hi. Yeah. I can show you. This thing has an amazing Kumi strap to it, as well as you can't really see it. There's a cool buttonhole type loop thing. But yeah, this is going to be a phone bag, and it is big, but everybody seems to think I can do it in no time at all, which is really confusing. Wow. I don't think I knew anything about Kumis 25 years ago. In fact, I think I've only known them for about 10 or 12 years. Kind of stumbled into it as just like a complete total accident. Thought it'd be really cool. Talked my wife into giving it a try. She's gone and gotten all kinds of fancy with it. Now I've got like this flat braided thing, which is kind of boxy and cool all at the same time. What? What? I did no such. The floss that I use comes from the factory store on AliExpress.
Factory shop.
Factory stock. Sorry. Brain is getting a little soft here. It's getting late. my medications are kind of wearing off. My ability to focus is dwindling away. Honestly, since I got medicated for ADHD, I have had serious questions about if you guys are like what it's like when I'm medicated. If you guys are like this all the time, where your brain is just all nice and calm and you can do a thing and concentrate, because that's not fair. Like, I have to pay to get normal stuff. How do you make a disc out of a 12-pack of soda? That sounds like something to learn right there. There was one time when Mandy and I went to Malaysia and how I basically wasn't going to bring floss, and then I found floss for really cheap, and then I needed a Kumi disc, and so we went to a Malaysian Popular, and we bought foam stuff. We had to glue it together to make it into a thing. All right, man. Well, nice meeting you, and come back, drop in again. Probably drop in on the horizontal one where you can see more stuff.
And the disc was cut from the cardboard of the 12-pack.
Oh, I get it. Okay. I was trying to picture like if it was the can portion or the plastic stuff that wraps around it. Oh, you know, the one thing we failed to do was to even ask the shrink what kind of phone does she use. She might have like a little tiny iPhone kind of thing or something, that the little short ones.
Nothing's tiny anymore.
There's, I don't know, like the S's or whatever, like they do in iPhones, but I keep seeing people on the train when I'm coming home from like my days off. There are people with phones that are like maybe 2/3 the height of mine or yours. I have no idea what the hell they are, but they're little. I assume that they're Apple whenever I see that, because it's like,
Are they old people phones?
no. 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 All right, have a good one, Debbie. I'm picturing. I told you guys, right? I told my doctor that she should start a YouTube channel where she gives, you know, mental psych advice, but she does it to a rap form of hip hop. So that way, you know, kind of give it that rhyme and stuff, because then she could call it shrink rap. Yeah, see? Yeah, she pretty much she chuckled at it. He probably also recognized it as a cry for help, so you know. Wait, go, wait, there's a bunch of stuff all just came all at once. Wait. Just sort you made a psychiatrist flip, like as in like freak out? That I want to hear about. My new craft Googled something. I don't know what she Googled.
The measurements of her phone.
Oh. Okay. Now I want to know mine. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want like the one of the bigger phones, like the folding ones that flips out this way, like a book, because I imagine that if you view a website on it, you can actually make it big enough to actually read the words, because I'm got old people eyes.
Yours is about 16.3 by 7.6 centimeters.
So 16.3, you said, right? So if we use this little gizmo here, and we say this is the lowest point of the top of this thing is, you know, whatever, and the furthest we're down, we're about 6 cm in. That's it. I don't think it's done in 4 weeks. No, I want one. Yes, I think that's what it's called, the fold. Yeah. But I really like Xiaomi. Since I got the Xiaomi watch, the two things just work together so seamlessly. I can turn off alarms. I can get notified that the washing machine is done doing its thing. I love the whole thing. So I need Xiaomi to make one. Mandy's talking about jumping ship and going and getting a Pixel. Oh man, that would not be cool. I would lose it on a I want to know if this is my thoughts on phones here as of late. There was the whole big debacle about the older iPhones being throttled down so as to be able, because their batteries were getting older. Apple went and did things to make it so that way the processor kind of slowed down, so it used a little bit less power to be able to stretch out the battery. If that's an actual function that's capable within the phone, I would like to know, could we be given this power and be able to decide that, like, say, maybe I want my phone to last longer. I don't need it to be going, super fast or anything crazy. I'm not playing video games. I'm not doing things that require all that extra juice or whatever. Could you just slow it down a bit and like help me to get my battery to last longer? Because if that's feasible, I'm all for it. Like, that'd be great. Oh, hey, made it to the other stream. Hey. Yeah, so yeah, roughly about the age where I got finally diagnosed. Well, no, I had been diagnosed as a youth.
Medicated.
Just medicated. Started getting actual treatment. And yeah, oh my God, it is so different. There's one thing, though, about the whole being medicated that isn't like yay, and that is once I've committed in the morning to saying, all right, I'm up and I take my meds, there is no going back to bed. Like, I don't feel speedy or anything else, but there's no going to sleep. It's enough of a stimulant that it's like having had a few cups of coffee. I'm relaxed, but I'm not going back to sleep. And there's the other thing about I have to like set an alarm to be able to take my second med for the day, and that gets to be a bit of a problem if I like slept in. Then if I sleep in, now I have to the alarm will go off, and I'll be like, no, it's too early. I can't possibly do that yet. And then, worry about like, when do I take it? Yeah, I have so I have ADHD and I'm bipolar, and the medication that I take that helps me with sleeping and stuff is an antipsychotic, and it doesn't kick in very quickly at all. Like, I won't even notice it for the most part. I'll like finally just drift off to sleep before I think it really actually kicks in. But in the mornings is when it's like, I'm just loopy. I'm like, I have to like do the capsules of coffee because I can't think to measure and do other stuff. Which reminds me, it's almost midnight. I should take my meds. I had been waiting and doing them after the stream, but then by the time it kind of kicks in and slows me down a bit, it's already 2, 3 in the morning. And that's not cool. Yeah, I once had a shrink who refused to treat me unless I had been drug free for 2 years. And I was like, how in the fuck am I supposed to be drug free for 2 years when the drugs are the only thing that help me balance out all of the problems that I have? Because the manic depression would get so bad that I would, just want to end everything. And they, well, you got to figure that one out yourself, come back after you've been clean. The things that happen in American doctors' offices is just, what the heck? I was fortunate. I came to a place where I couldn't self-medicate. Had the support of a loving wife who helped me get through good times and bad. And then while going through a bit of a bad bout, I let her know that I needed help. And we went and we got me help. There was a little while there where the doctor wasn't 100% sold on me having manic depression until I come into her office, tell her that, I have been having some really silly ADHD things happening to me. I keep forgetting to eat and working hard and doing stuff and not getting sleep, but I'm really creative. And apparently I was interrupting her a lot and not letting her get a word in edgewise. And she's like, "You're manic." I'm like, "No." And I swear to God, that was the first thing. Oh man. Like, I thought I was just getting into a nice rhythm and everything was working out good. And I was being really creative. And that's when I made that one video that took me something like 3 hours to do a few minutes worth of actual video. Like, you always do that? I'm like, no, but it was a really cool idea I had. Da, 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 da. Oh man. Yep.
Two hours later.
Wow. So the little fishy shape is made on all the way around now. Just kind of boxing it in before I get into more of the middle area, I guess. Yeah. It's hard to find somebody that can actually want to help and deal with the problems. I had a great one when I was just a kid. That guy was absolutely a genius. Helped me through all kinds of stuff because I had issues from my dad passing away. So yeah. Oh wait, if you're 12-hour difference, you got to be East Coast. Auto carrot. Near Philly. I've been to Philadelphia before. I've had an actual Philly steak sandwich. Good stuff. Oh man, I want one of those now.
Haven't had a Philly steak in ages.
I know, right? What was it called? The yellow sub or something like that?
Yellow Submarine. Yep.
Had a little shop that was inspired by Philly sandwiches. And when I told him that the taste was similar, but not quite the same, he said, like, I know, we did it exactly the same as Philly, but then all the locals didn't care for it as much. They had to like localize the seasoning. I was dating a girl who had grown up there, and no, we didn't hit some of those. We did some of the little bit of the other kind of sightseeing things, but no, we went to like apparently there's like 2 shops that do the Philly subs like famously or whatever. And we went to the one that claims to have started it. So yeah. I think there was a whole bunch of lore behind the 2 restaurants. I don't know. I just thought it was really cool to be in Philadelphia enjoying a sandwich. If I remember correctly, man, this was so long ago. If I remember correctly, I was having a bout of depression at the time, and I was struggling to try to not ruin it for everybody, but I was not doing well. That's awesome. Hitting stream likes on both streams says you're way cool. Thank you. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm making a bag. Somebody's on the other. I'm sorry. I keep missing out on the vertical stream and what's going on over there. Somebody.
I think it just happened.
Oh, okay. I am making a bag to carry a phone. You can only see the top half because I've got this green thing running through the middle of it and clipped into place to make it easier for myself to actually make this thing. Hang on, I got to mark off some of the areas that have been done so I can not make mistakes. All right, and now I'm into the spiral over here. And before you ask how many strings, I don't remember I actually came up with this pattern last September and then just pulled the strings to make it, and somehow I have completely lost track. I can't even tell you how many strings were in the kumi.
I wonder why the chat from Vertical has stopped showing on screen. It was earlier.
Okay, so that might be something I can fix. If it's not, then I know where to look at the thing. So this one's connected. Ah. Okay. Wait, can I get it back? So one of the two things was not working. Um, where's connection? Okay. No, it won't let me add it in again. You know? Is there a refresh thing for this? Trying to fix the chat thing so this will work. Just bear with me a second here, guys. Oh, that's why. Okay. I think it's working again. I won't know until somebody chats into the vertical, but there are two things again. It logged itself out somehow. All right. Time to get back to work. Where's my glasses? I just realized that next week's stream is going to be consumed by the puppy pictures over in Discord. That's something to look forward to. I'll have Mandy set up the ability to share the pictures with everybody. Don't just DM, use the guys, put it into Discord so we can all see. We'll have to make a puppy section of Discord. Remind me when that's after party stuff right there. I will make a puppy, like, because there's a area for tattoos. We'll make a puppy section in Discord.
Puppy party.
Puppy party. Overwhelmed before even starting? Yeah, that sounds like the story of my life.
Aww.
I just realized I can bring this blue down as well. Yeah, if we make it pets, I can include my fishies. All right. So this dark one came all the way to there. And we're across here. But this comes this way. Okay, so that brings this there. Let's switch to the other side. I haven't seen any cats around our neighborhood in a while. I wonder if they all just got like, yeah, because it used to be that you in HDB you couldn't have cats, and now you can. So there's every possibility that people have just been like mine, and they're all been pulled off the street. So these really light colored ones, they're starting to get kind of short. They're going to be a thing, I'm sure. The nice thing, though, about a bigger bag like this is the fact that when it comes time to actually turning it inside out to knot off all of the ends, it's going, because of its size, it'll be a lot easier to turn it inside out. Those small bags you have to struggle with. It's such a pain. There's only one dog that I like that has the smushed face. And I'm afraid of getting something like that because the darn thing would need haircuts all the time, because unless, I don't know, could you breed a Shih Tzu with something with short hair?
Sure, I mean, but I'm not terribly fond of Shih Tzu.
The few that I've encountered are just so stupid friendly and smart.
Have you seen the Frenchie recently?
The German guy around here? No. That's who you're talking about? With the guy? Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. Mind you, since I quit smoking, I don't see a lot of people because I don't have the need to go outside except for getting the mail. Used to see a lot more people back when I'd have to go downstairs to smoke. I don't miss it. Yeah. Yeah. I should have had you. Oh man, I am really dumb. I can see what the basic time is for the stream. If we had marked down what the times were where you were playing with the Pangea, I could have used it to create shorts and shared it and everything without actually having to do as much work as I'm going to have to do to find when those events happen. Because one, this stuff is hilarious. There's so many cool things. 900 different interactions possible. And they're cheap. Some of them are really dumb. I have to admit, some are dumb. But there's like a Charlie jump scare, which is pretty funny.
Good and Green said they quit smoking too, and it's improved their nuts.
Has it improved my nuts? It probably improved my breath. My biggest problem now with cigarettes is just the slight smell of it really turns my stomach. It's like my body figured out, like, hey, you know that stuff that used to calm me down? Yeah, I don't like it. And I don't want you to ever do that again. And if you're even near it, I will make you feel really sick. Yeah, it's going to be a like a bag for carrying phones. It's got a strap on it and a little button. We just added the button on here tonight. That was kind of neat. And yeah, it's really coming along. It looks pretty cool. All right. I have to keep remembering to cross off areas that I've accomplished. Apparently last week when finishing up one of the sides, I didn't mark in any of that, which before I started up today's stream, I was looking over it and I thought, oh gosh, there's this area over here I got to work on because, and I'm like, oh no, it's already done. I just didn't mark it off like I'm supposed to, which, you know, not cool.
Aww.
Aw. Well, thank you. Wow. That's awesome. I love that I have become some people's inspiration. I think that's just like the best compliment ever.
Good and Green should join our Discord and share some photos.
Absolutely. So yeah, down below there's links to all kinds of things, including Discord. I seriously, I genuinely enjoy, like, if you've got stuff to show that you made, yeah, bring it in there. We've got places for works in progress. We got finished ones, all kinds of stuff. I personally, I love to see that kind of thing. And if I in any way inspired, I definitely want to see that. That's awesome. Well, yeah, I've kind of turned it into career mode kind of thing, so not everybody does as much, but that's okay. That's kind of probably be concerned for you if you were doing as much as I am. So you can take a look at my schedule. Like, let's see, this way. So this is like my schedule for this next week. And you'll see there's like 3 days off. How many actual days am I taking off? Honestly, not 3 of them. What is the... Man, this bag, if nothing else, is incredibly photogenic. When I look over at the streams, I swear, I think it looks better on camera than it does in person.
Say cheese.
Who got me photoed? Wait, now I have to go see the photo. Go see the photo.
Who activated it?
I don't know. It's a funny
What?
photo.
What's the... I don't remember what the...
It's in recording of Megasync.
No, what's the command?
Cheese and click.
Oh, click. I told you it's a word.
It got a good picture of me, though. Yeah, so... But wait. Only mods can do that, right? Rainbow
Yes.
must have done it.
I did.
Oh, you did. Oh. Not like a bad thing. It's just funny. Caught me in the middle of like concentrating. Like, it's a good picture. Like, you can throw that into Discord. It's funny. Oh, yeah. All right. So that's another accomplishment down. Whole another little diamond section. This is the 4th live stream, and each stream is roughly 3 hours long. So 12 hours in all. I see where I am on the pattern here. Okay, so that's off of that over the dark. Over this light. Over 3, 4, 5. So yeah, Monica, it's hasn't been very long on this project. I don't know why they seem to think everybody seems to think 4 more streams and I can have this thing done. I am not that confident in that, but we'll see. Yeah, the toots. I don't know what a mochila handbag is. Is that some form of like a macrame bag? Because I guess in some ways there would be a similarity between that and this, but yeah. Oh no, just string things. That sounds like it's an amount of work. Oh, crocheting. Oh, I have wanted to learn to crochet for so long. Oh my God. I just can't do it. I can't get the tension right. It always ends up so tight that I can't fish string back through anything. Yeah. My knots, if you've ever gotten like one of my bracelets, you'll know my knots are ridiculously tight. I have strong hands apparently.
Only hands.
Wow. We've had over 400 people join the vertical stream tonight. That's got to be some kind of a record. That's phenomenal, guys. Mind you, notoriously for like cutting the stream short, but yeah. But we've added 5 subs, despite the fact only one of them got registered. I made sure to write down the starting number tonight so I could see if there was any change. Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll get around to it. You know, the problem is now I've been struggling for weeks to try to get ahead in my video production so that way I can work on a couple of side projects of things that I want to do. I got far enough ahead that I actually finished the cup holder for a friend of mine. But now there's some other side projects, some personal ones that I want to get working on. And I just can't seem to get enough ahead on the videos to where I can like take a break from video production and just create things. So I think I would be hard pressed to like get ahead far enough that I can actually practice a whole different thing that's not at all not related. Because yeah. So how is this for some zigzaggy stuff going on in a pattern? Grab the blue one in that. Here. To here. All of that. All right, now I got to rotate this a bit. Okay. Over the dark. Over the light. And then over the dark. Wow. Good night, Monica. Sorry, I'm missing the thing. Not paying attention to the chat because it's getting near the end of the whole 3-hour thing, and I'm trying really hard to get this section over here done. If I can get it done, I can actually bring the middle down a little bit further and might actually get a glimpse as to how short these red strands are, and possibly have to start considering having backup strings on hand. Heck yeah, let's go. I was afraid I wasn't gonna get this thing very symmetrical, but look at that. With like 6 minutes left, I can kind of putz with a little bit down in here. No problem. I did it. That's pretty cool. I'm excited. Now I gotta cross off a bunch of stuff. I got all the way to here. Heck yeah.
Did you hit Control S?
Thank you. Make sure I'm on the right app. Watch it hit Control S on the wrong app and suddenly everything crashes. That was a really good timing for the Control S, by the way. It was needed. Yeah, so everything in the area where it is the longest is starting to get short. That was foreseeable. Again, this whole thing would be a little bit easier, like for me mentally, if I had an idea as to how long it has to be.
You can probably use your phone as a gauge.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it's not. It's not a problem if it's necessarily bigger, unless it's hard. Like if it's that little teeny flip phone thing, the one that flips the other way than what I want, then that would be hard because it fall down in the bag and hard to get track of.
Why didn't we ask her what phone she has?
You know, that's probably a good question for which I have no answer. All right. Let's take clips off of here and here and admire what progress. Look at this. There's actual marks from how tight that clamp was clamping down. So this is just a cutting mat that I've been using. Makes it easier to not have all the strings coming down at me at the same time. But yeah, we managed to get these two little fish-like things, as well as this whole square in here with this nifty little button thing that's looks like a tree. And then over on this side, the fish things, and then all this down in here. I think what I'm going to try to do next week is bring everything down from the big diamonds that are on the side, bring that all down as far as I can on this side, and then I'll do the same on the other side, maybe like the following week, and then we can bring in the big diamond, that up. Just a way of trying to go through the whole thing. So yeah. Wait, add jumps here? Did I miss the? Did you guys do something without me?
I didn't see anything.
Okay. Yeah, there's. If you guys haven't
Oh,
checked it out.
no.
Oh.
I think she got an ad and it scared her.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, that wasn't my fault. Yeah, that's about it for tonight. Hang on, let's see, where is. Here we go. Oh, wait, what the hell is that? I hit the button to make. Why is my Stream Deck not working? Why is that not? Oh. Well, that's just weird. I have to do this manually now, I guess. Because for some odd reason, my keyboard shortcuts aren't working. Wait, actually, I can fix this. Hang on. OBS Studio.
Hey, Walt, you have to get to Bikini Bottom and help
I
Sandy.
know, I
She's got
know.
her strings in a bunch again.
Why is my OBS? Oh, my OBS isn't connecting to the thing. All right, no, I really do have to do it manually. Hang on. Where is? There. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and my YouTube members who have made all of this stuff possible. I have no idea what's going on. I got to fix some stuff here behind the scenes. So hopefully I get things better by next time because I have no idea what just happened there. I will be back next week to work on even more of this thing. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about all that. I think that's going to be super fun. So yeah, as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.